My name is Wendy Dixon. I'm 32 years old. 3 weeks ago, my parents rose at their 40th wedding anniversary dinner and declared to 30 guests, "We're taking the entire family to Hawaii next week for another celebration." Everyone applauded. My sister squealed with delight. I smiled, already picturing palm trees and ocean winds, my first genuine vacation in years. Then I made the error of posing a simple question: "What time is our flight?" My father stared at me as if I'd uttered an alien tongue. My mother's smile grew rigid. And in front of every guest present, my dad declared, "You don't need to know, Wendy. You're not included in this trip. Someone has to remain behind to look after the children." 30 pairs of eyes. 30 witnesses to the instant my family informed me I wasn't truly family. But here's what they failed to realize. I possessed a secret, one I'd nurtured for 3 years, and that evening, I resolved it was time to employ it. Before I reveal what transpired afterward, please pause to like and subscribe, but only if this tale speaks to you, and leave a comment sharing where you're viewing from and what time it is there. Now, to grasp why I departed from everything familiar, allow me to return to the start. The Dixon family resides in a white colonial home in the Boston suburbs. 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage, lawn manicured to HOA standards. The sort of residence that announces, "We've succeeded," to every passerby. My father, Harold Dixon, retired 3 years earlier from his role as branch manager at a regional bank. My mother, Patricia, has never held a paid position in her life, yet she'll insist she's busier than any executive, leading the church women's group, arranging neighborhood fundraisers, upholding what she terms our family's image. Then there's my sister Megan, 3 years my junior, wed to Derek Hartley, a corporate lawyer at a downtown firm whose name she inserts into every discussion. They have 2 children, a 5-year-old named Oliver and a 3-year-old named Sophie, plus a brand new Lexus SUV that invariably claims the best spot in our parents' driveway. My Honda Civic, the one I've driven for 10 years, it parks on the street. "Wendy, relocate your car." My mother would instruct whenever I visited, Derek's arriving with the Lexus, and visitors noticed the driveway first. I never challenged it. I simply complied. That's the nature of being the unseen member of your family. You cease, noticing the countless subtle ways they've deemed you insignificant. The superior parking space, the preferable table seat, the manner your mother presents your sister to company via her husband's title. While you're merely Wendy, she assists. I work as a part-time accountant, primarily remote clients, adaptable schedule, moderate earnings. Nothing remarkable by Dixon standards, but I never disclosed the other activity I pursue. The one I began 3 years ago after my life collapsed differently. I never informed them I'd learned to truly observe. Let me illustrate what assisting entails in the Dixon household. Thanksgiving. I arrive at 6 a.m. to prepare the turkey. I arrange the table using my mother's Wedgwood china, the set I'm forbidden to use, only to clean. I position the flowers, shine the silver, synchronize 7 side dishes. Megan shows up at noon in cashmere, greets everyone with kisses, and sits to be waited on. Christmas follows the same pattern, plus wrapping every gift my mother purchased because her arthritis flares. Odd how it never hinders her bridge games thrice weekly. Birthday parties for my niece and nephew. I'm the activity planner, cleanup team, and reserve sitter combined. Last year, I devoted 8 hours to Oliver's dinosaur party while Megan enjoyed a manicure for her break. The sole occasion I inquired if perhaps I could miss a family gathering due to a client deadline, my mother's tone chilled. "Family first, Wendy. We all sacrifice, except I'm the only one who ever appears to sacrifice." The tipping point arrives in tiny instances, like the Christmas I received an apron proclaiming "World's Best Aunt" in sparkles. Megan gifted it. She beamed as if thoughtful. I wore it every time I cooked, cleaned, babysat. Do you want to know when the realization struck? It landed one ordinary Tuesday night as I scoured my mother's Le Creuset pot after another family meal. I couldn't recall the last invitation that didn't involve labor. 3 years prior, my world shattered. I dated Kevin for 4 years. We discussed marriage, children, a shared tomorrow. Then one night he sat me down and uttered words I'll always carry. I love you, Wendy, but I'm not in love with you anymore. You're just there, always just there, like furniture, like wallpaper. After he departed, I drifted into a downtown pawn shop. I don't know the reason, perhaps seeking something to mend the void. That's where I spotted it. A used Canon DSLR camera, well kept, priced at $180. I bought it with funds meant for savings. I told nobody. That camera became my hidden world. I began capturing what others overlook: elderly women at bus stops, exhausted overnight cleaners, calloused vendor hands, individuals society gazes past, just as my family gazes past me. I named the series Invisible Women. I launched an anonymous Instagram. No face, no true identity, solely images. Over 3 years, it grew to 12,000 followers. People who perceived what I perceived, who comprehended. I stowed the camera in an old cashmere scarf at my closet's rear, the sole possession I retained for myself. 3 weeks before the anniversary party, an email nearly landed in spam. It came from Coastal Light Gallery in Monterey, California, inquiring if I'd discuss my work. I stared at it for 20 minutes, hands trembling. But I didn't respond. Not yet. Good fortune didn't visit people like me. One family member truly sees me. Her name is Ruth, my mother's younger sister. Aunt Ruth is what my mother labels the family failure. Unmarried. Chose ceramics over a real career. 20 years ago, she relocated to Carmel by the Sea to launch a modest cafe with a pottery studio attached. My mother never forgave her. Ruth squandered her potential. My mother claims she could have enjoyed a proper life, but opted for clay play. I've phoned Aunt Ruth every Sunday evening for 7 years. My mother remains unaware. Ruth was the first to view my photos. I sent one, testing. Her reply brought tears. Wendy, this is remarkable. You possess talent. No one had termed anything I created remarkable. She urged me to continue shooting, posting, and 3 weeks before the anniversary, she said something transformative. Wendy, I hope you don't object, but I shared your Instagram with a gallery owner acquaintance in Monterey, Marcus Coleman. He's seeking fresh talent. I nearly dropped the phone. Aunt Ruth, that's the gallery that emailed. I know, dear. He told me he wants to discuss a solo show. Silence. My pulse raced. But that's real. An actual career step. Yes. Her tone gentle yet resolute. And you merit it. You require no one's approval to chase your passion. I learned that lesson tardily. You needn't. That evening, I answered Marcus Coleman's email. Now, let me transport you to the night everything shifted. My parents' 40th anniversary. A landmark deserving celebration per my mother, 30. Guests, catered food I'd helped prepare to economize, an evening honoring 4 decades of flawless Dixon marriage. Preparations began a week prior. I took 3 days off accounting clients to assist. I ordered white roses and peonies per specifications. Hand-wrote 60 calligraphy place cards, she demanded. Coordinated caterer, ironed tablecloths, polished 40-year-old Waterford crystal. Party day. I arrived 7 a.m. in jeans and t-shirt, no sense dressing up for kitchen duty. Ahead. By 6 p.m., the house gleamed. Candles everywhere. Dining table extended for 30 with finest china. I'd changed to a plain black dress, nothing flashy. Wendy. My mother's voice halted me in the hall. She eyed me, frowning. Is that your outfit? It's black. I thought suitable. It's acceptable, I guess. Remain unobtrusive. Today centers on your father and me. I nodded, always nodded. Guests arrived 7 onward. Men in sports coats, women in cocktail attire, colleagues, church friends, neighbors with flawless lawns. 30 people believing they knew the Dixons. None knew me. In 3 hours, it wouldn't matter. Megan arrived 7:15, timed for impact. She glided in wearing red wrap dress. Diane von Furstenberg, she announced. Derek behind in charcoal suit, kids like catalog models. Mother rushed to hug her, praising beauty, Derek's handsomeness, grandchildren's charm. I watched from kitchen doorway, bruschetta tray in hand. Everyone, recall my daughter. Megan and husband Derek, Mother proclaimed. Derek's partner at Whitmore and Associates, promoted last year, were so proud. Applause, smiles. Mother omitted I'd done Derek's taxes gratis 3 years. I circulated appetizers, refilled glasses, fielded queries from strangers. Catering staff? One woman asked, taking crab cake. Before reply, Mother appeared. That's Wendy, my other daughter, helping tonight. Woman smiled politely, turned. Mother didn't notice, never did. Later, Derek approached, Sophie wriggling, Oliver tugging. Hey, can you watch them? Megan and I need to mingle. Not, would you mind? Just, can you? Like handing baggage. I took them, fed them in kitchen, wiped Sophie's juice spill, told Oliver stories to prevent disruption. When I reemerged, dessert served. I'd eaten nothing, no plate saved. Announcement at 9 gao. Post tiramisu. Father rose, tapped glass. Room hushed, 30 faces expectant. Patricia and I thank you, he began. Voice practiced charm, 40 years marriage, decades building family, life, home. Mother beamed. Megan grasped Derek's hand. I stood kitchen adjacent, dirty plate in grip. To mark this, he went on. Surprise, pause, Mother's eyes shone. Next week, whole family to Hawaii. Week at Four Seasons Maui, second celebration, just Dixon's. Room buzzed approval. Wonderful, deserved. Megan squealed. Dad amazing. Kids thrilled, chest lifted, whole family. Me included. Finally, no. Cooking, cleaning, babysitting. I stepped up, small smile. Sounds incredible. Flight time? Question lingered. Father's face changed. Glanced Mother. Shared look I'd seen endlessly, now clear. Wendy, he said, measured. You don't need flight time. Room stilled. Not eager quiet, but wrongness. I don't understand, I said. Father cleared throat. You're not coming. 30 eyes watched Father exclude me from family vacation. Someone must stay, Mother added, logical as weather. Megan and Derek need real break. You'll watch children. But Wendy. Mother's tone edged. You lack important commitments. Megan works hard, deserves rest. Megan works hard. Megan, jobless since Oliver, nanny thrice weekly, still exhausted. Just a week, Derek added, eyes elsewhere. Kids adore you. I stood, plain black dress, dirty plate, 30 watching dismissal. Some uneasy, most averted. One woman whispered to husband, poor thing, used to it. Champagne trembled. I set plate, glass, afraid. Dropping. Of course, I said. I understand. Smiled learned smile after 32 years helping, not complaining, always there. But inside, fault line cracked, not shattered, cracked, before quake. I excused to kitchen, leaned counter, eyes closed. First time, different plan formed. Party proceeded without me, naturally. I washed dishes mechanically while laughter floated. Megan appeared, red dress rustling. Wendy, don't upset, she said, touching arm. You know, Derek and I need time. Stressful with kids, I washed on. Understand, you're great with Oliver, Sophie. They'll hardly miss us. I rinsed glass, racked it, silent. Megan sighed. My difficulty. Look, 1 week, no boyfriend, flexible schedule. Derek listed, she said, phone out. Schedules, allergies. Sophie no strawberries. Oliver's ear issue, drops maybe. Texting details. No ask if willing, assumed. Derek appeared, tie loose, all set. Great. Early pack tomorrow. Megan, Mother wants photos, gone before response. I'd never respond, but alone in Mother's kitchen, staring texted instructions, thought solidified. They view me not family. Staff can resign. Near midnight, emails found. Last guests gone. Parents abed spent from congratulations. Alone folding tablecloths, needed client file. Laptop home, mother's on counter. She won't mind. Borrowed mine countless times unasked. Opened. Safari open, Gmail logged. My name and subject,